In politics, as in life, the leap between the unimaginable and the inevitable is very small. That is to say, very frequently, what is unimaginable today will be seen as inevitable a few days from now when it happens, or a few years from now when it happens. A couple of obvious examples of this are the collapse of the Soviet Union, which seemed unimaginable in 1987 and by 1993 was viewed as having been inevitable. Similarly, the election of Donald Trump. In October of 2016, it was unimaginable. By mid-November of that year, the same pundits who said it was unimaginable were writing about why it was inevitable. And I raise that not to make some abstract point, but to think about the future of the United States in that context. The crises, the multiple crises that this country has gone through, the terrible mishandling of the COVID pandemic, the rise of a populist, authoritarian, racist movement that has taken over one of our major political parties and seems to have about 35% of the people in its thrall, the growing gap between the rich and the poor, the ongoing problems caused by climate change. It is possible that the United States will navigate all these things and come out stronger and more democratic on the other side. But if we write the story of America looking backwards say from 2050, we'd have to also recognize that it's possible that the country could collapse, fall apart, be torn apart. And if that happens, we would have seen it as having been inevitable. I don't want that to happen. I want to be clear. The collapse of the United States would be terrible for everyone. A civil war, maybe some right-wing fantasists think that's a good idea, but a civil war in the United States would be a terrible idea. Right now it seems unimaginable, but it's on the cusp of becoming seen as inevitable a few years from now. And if we want to stop that from being inevitable, we have to start not now, but yesterday, the day before. We're already behind the eight ball in stopping that.